All right. Well, hi. Welcome to the interview. I'm really glad that we finally got to do this because my camera's been broken for like a week. And I'm glad that I'm really glad that this finally like got together and like everybody's here and I can talk to y'all about your band and what y'all are up to and how quarantine life is treating you. How long have your beards gotten? Have you taken on new hobbies? Have you run out of shows to watch on Netflix? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So my name's Allie. If you could all please introduce yourselves and what you do for the band.
Sure. Hi, I'm Brandon.
Hello,
I'm the drummer for the Maguas, and yeah, that's what I do. No, a lot of the stuff that I do with the guys is I'll do a lot of the social media stuff and playlisting pitches and kind of just like the internal stuff of the band. And I like to write song lyrics a lot, so that's kind of like me in a nutshell. But
gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Who's next?
I'll go next. I'm Dalton. I play guitar for the Maguas. Hello, Eric. And yeah, I mean, I help with songwriting. Anything Brandon needs, because he's a madman. He'll do everything. So anything he needs. So yeah, that's me.
Cool. Who's next?
I guess I'll go.
Okay.
What's up? I'm Luke PRUSINSKI. I play bass for the Maguas, and then I basically just listen to whatever Brandon tells me to do, and then I'll like help with I'll help with songwriting too, and that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. Wait, Eric, I know your name because you sent me a story for our other series, Stories from the Pit. I have many questions about that story, and we're gonna get into it.
What story?
I believe it involves a trip to Florence.
Yeah.
It involves.
Oh, that's great. That's really good.
See Volumes and Born of Osiris in Milan and met like everybody and got hammered with Mike Terry and lost my phone.
That's so amazing.
Oh goodness. Now, Matt, what do you do for the band? What's your role?
I am the second guitar player in the band, and I do a lot of the studio stuff.
Gotcha.
I guess that would be my thing.
Gotcha.
Songwriting.
Everybody in this band wears many hats, and I like that.
Yes.
And Eric to top it off. To top off the five-man band.
The best for last, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
My name's Eric. I sing for the Maguas.
Cool.
And pretty much the same as everybody else. There's a common theme that we just listen to Brandon because he goes above and beyond and is always 10 steps ahead of everybody. But I am the singer, but Brandon writes a lot of the lyrics. I write some of the lyrics. I write some guitar, drums, whatever. We all just kind of mishmash that. And I send out a funny tweet once in a while.
Sure.
What is, in your opinion, what is your funniest tweet that you've?
Oh man.
Ooh.
Oh.
I liked when Glum dropped. I said, "Roses are red, violets are plum. We will all cry if you don't listen to Glum." I like that one. That was one that I chuckled and
Nice.
I was typing it like,
It's a good one.
It's always few and far between. I'm just trying to like pepper them in once in a while.
A little peppery.
Just sprinkle it with some humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite tweet was you trying to do the bottle cap challenge where you kick the bottle cap off.
Yeah. I think I kicked a bottle cap off a bottle of like red.
It was like
Wave
Blue
or
Wave,
something.
yeah.
Oh my god.
It was like 4 in the
Nice.
morning on like a Sunday. I don't know.
You're like, what can I possibly do right now?
Yeah.
Bottle
It
cap
was when we
challenge sounds
first
nice.
started. I think it was when we first started up with the Twitter.
Yeah.
We need some content. Let's get some content.
Let's do the content.
Yes.
No, God, I'm not. My Twitter game is so bad. I think my top 2 favorite tweets, I think though, were my most recent ones where I accidentally did my ponytail weird, and my sister said, "Allie, you look like a Digimon character from Digimon Fusion. My least favorite and the worst one in my opinion." And I was like, Jesus.
Oh.
It was like casual roasting from my sister.
That's that family.
Thanks. And then another one was, I'm learning how to scream right now, and I've learned 3 things. 1, my walls are very thin. 2, my neighbors don't like me anymore. 3, I sound like this. And I don't know if anybody remembers, but there was a viral video of a husky screaming.
Oh yeah.
And I was just, that was the video I put at the bottom. And I was like, I sound like a husky screaming. It's like, ah! It's like, just not good. It's just so bad. It's been a goal of mine to learn how to have that vocal skill, and it's just not been going well.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
It's tough. It's tough.
I'll try for like a week every 2 years.
My brother really likes to try it.
Yeah, is that how it works?
good.
Like you have a week to try it every 2 years, and if you don't get it within that week,
Yeah,
it's
every
like,
time
well,
By the time
Wait
I'm
for the next.
65,
gotta wait
I'll have
2
some
years.
Nasty gutturals.
Well, so like I said earlier, I'm really glad that we get to finally sit down and talk about y'all as a band, music that y'all have had come out. I listened to Glum on the 24th, which if you're not streaming Glum right now, go stream it, please. Victoria, I'm talking to you behind the camera. You should stream Glum. My sister, the roasting one, is my camerawoman for today. You should stream Glum, Victoria.
Do it.
I should get a better ponytail. Thanks. Anyway, so I wanted to talk with y'all. How has quarantine been treating y'all as a band? Has it been? I know there's been kind of an opposite ends thing where people are using this time to be very creative, or they're taking this time to just take a break from, being a band, being musical, take this time to just reflect on yourself and work on yourself instead of creative projects. So I was wondering, where on the spectrum are y'all right now when it comes to quarantine and creativity?
Yeah, quarantine is interesting for sure. I think for us, it's a weird time because regardless what happened in the world from May to November, that was always our plan to have music come out. And so we're kind of full steam ahead with what we have coming out and the content we've coming out. So it's been kind of unique in the way where that's already been planned. In terms of the negative side of it, obviously not being able to see each other really sucks, and not being able to play any shows, or and we had some weekender tours scheduled, and we're not really sure what's gonna happen in the summer. So not being able to play all this new music that we have and showcase it, because that is a really important part of our band is our live shows and what we do there.
Yeah.
So that's been kind of tough. Outside of that though, I feel like a lot of us have been doing other things. We've been writing new music, even though we already have new music coming out. And I know for me, I've just been texting the guys hey, working on something today, blah blah blah, and I know they've been doing the same thing, so I'm sure they'd love to fill you in on that.
Gotcha. Anybody else want to chime in or elaborate on that?
Yeah, sure. I wrote a 7-song rap album.
What?
Just so
Wait.
ridiculous.
What's your
Just
rap name?
casually.
Sad Bruh.
What's your rap name?
It's Sad Bruh, one word.
Okay,
Sad.
yeah.
Emo money.
I wanted to make sure I heard that correctly. I was like,
Yeah.
what is it?
Oh, yeah. No false alarms here. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget. I don't even know what kicked it off. I just was I want to make beats. And I was like, well, I'm just going to rap over these beats. And then I was like, I'm going to write a full rap album because it's quarantine and call it Quarantine Session. So that's how May 15th.
Who is your, Mount Rushmore of rappers right now? Top 4.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
Actually,
I know. I
listen
struggle
to-
with this all the time.
I don't even listen to much rap at the moment, which is funny because I just wrote a rap album. But when I was I used to be really into rap. I would listen to a lot of A$AP Rocky, Travis Scott, Post Malone. But recently, some of the new rap I've been hearing, I was instantly a fan of Jack Harlow when he dropped What's Poppin', because I was like, that's really cool. That's actually what made me want to I want to do something like this. Make it chill and at the same time be oh shit, that's good. But I'm not saying any of my stuff is as good as Jack Harlow or anybody who is actually a rapper, but I had fun doing it.
Yeah, you putting yourself up on the Rushmore?
Yeah.
Got my chisel right here. We're just
I can just chisel myself onto Mount Rushmore right now. Honorary face on the mountain. Anyway, cool. Well, it's awesome that you found somebody that inspired you to try out this new, a different genre. Have you ever thought about doing something like that before, or is this a
Not really.
brand new? I'm in quarantine.
What
let's
about Young
it?
Cheesy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to do before the Maguas, Jenks over here, the mix master, he would always do like some solo stuff, and we would try and work on some random things together. Most of it never saw the light of day, but I did like a joke.
Some funny rap songs, you know.
It's because they're dumb as hell,
Everybody makes
Under the
funny rap
moniker of
songs.
Young Cheesy, and he would just drop my voice down like half an octave.
Couple octaves.
Oh goodness.
Easy.
Oh boy.
Just really like grotesque lyrics. But,
As you do. You know.
yeah.
Oh boy. Have you ever thought about incorporating that into the Maguas?
Absolutely.
Oh,
not.
no. No.
You will never see that.
Go take a listen to Erik's stuff and ask us if you really want us to incorporate it.
Wait, send me a link. Send me a Dropbox. Send
Talking
me
about-
a WeTransfer. Send me a pigeon. I don't fucking know how.
Gross.
Send me whatever. I'll judge it. I'll suss it out. Oh goodness gracious. I've listened to some I have this one, I don't want to say friend, but acquaintance is the best word to use, from college. And he now lives in New York. He does not watch this channel. This is fine. This is fine. I remember in college, he really wanted to try and be like this, like, hip hop entertainer on our campus. He wanted to be the guy that was like, oh yeah, that guy, yeah, he raps so well. His bars, fire. His flow, amazing. They were not. He
Oh God.
He tried very hard, and I admire his ambition. I admire his dreams.
Just wasn't working.
But it just wasn't good. He still sends me like singles every now and again, and I'm just like, dude, this is not what I report on. Is my usual like thing. Of course I'll give it a listen and like give him like notes, but it's just like, I can't do anything with this because this isn't my beat.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I actually had the same exact type of person, but he was pretty good.
That's good. That's great.
He's all right.
I was thinking for a second.
It's actually fire.
It could be the same person, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, probably. I hope it's not the same person.
Maybe it is.
But anyway, hey, is our camera still okay? My camera's been shutting off after 30 minutes. I don't know.
Oh boy.
Great.
I know.
My iPhone just turned off, so I had to like reset the video on that too. So.
Oh shit. We'll just put a graphic where
it's
just
like
and just be like, this is Brandon's representation.
Just put a graphic of like the Energizer Bunny. That
Yeah.
really represents Brandon. Yeah.
Perfect.
There you go.
Perfect. We've been wanting to put in more graphics into this series, so we'll just right there. Well, I'm glad that like y'all all seem to be in pretty high spirits, and I'm really glad to see that, because I know right now quarantine and COVID has taken a big toll mentally on so many people. So I'm really glad to see y'all in high spirits. What have been some things that y'all been doing to kind of keep the morale alive amongst bandmates?
I think releasing a brand new song like a couple days
yeah,
ago
no,
really helps.
It really helps, yeah,
for
of course.
It was really frustrating just sitting there waiting to do things. You can't play live shows, you can't go out on tour, you can't really get together and write or anything. So having a song and now songs in the future coming out, I think that really helps the morale a lot.
Yeah, I think that was like the saving grace, honestly. Like we have a release schedule planned like all the way up until November. So even though we can't do like live shows or some of the other things that we would like to be doing, we have a bunch of other like media related things that we could focus on. So that's been like, it hasn't even been like much of a detriment, I'd say. It's just some of like tours we had tentatively scheduled and stuff got canceled. Any live performances out the window.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now they're all live on Instagram.
Yeah.
Which is cool, but you can only watch so many lives at
It's
once.
not the same though.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's kind of just like going to Spotify but with video on it. Like if people want to go to like a live show and jump around and get drunk and shit. So
Yeah. I guess. So what can listeners and fans both new and old expect from the releases that are going to be coming out all the way until November, you said? So what can people
Sadness.
expect? Sadness? I love it. That's my favorite feeling of all time.
Of hatred as well, I think.
Yeah. Sadness and hatred.
Yes.
Just a lot.
Love some sad hate.
The rest of it is interesting. I think every song is different in a way, which is kind of like what we do. But there's definitely like more so of a theme with this EP and like the way the story flows, which is really, really unique. And I think, there's the stereotypical, there's kind of like the long lost love song, there's the hate song, just all those great things that you can expect from the sad boys of Scranton.
Yeah, I mean, we write love songs for really depressed people, essentially. Is what we do.
That's how I would say it.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So it's music for me.
Yeah.
Love
It's
it.
music for everybody.
It's music for everybody.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is.
For me,
We've never
Victoria.
really
Yeah.
dove into and explained what the theme of the album is, have we?
Not
No, I
really.
don't
no.
think so.
talk about
Is
it
this
all.
an exclusive? Am I about to get a
I
scoop?
don't know.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know.
Yeah.
Is it something? Hold on, we have to clear this with Brandon first. I don't know if he has plans for like this mass release.
No, I think one of our big plans for this release too is like seeing who. There's a story to it, as I mentioned before, and a lot of it is like, even our content is related to it in some aspect. Like you'll see at the end of Glum, it's like a 1-second clip, and Eric gets up and he's leaving the room. That's like an important moment that will probably be touched on in future content that comes out. That's an important moment of him leaving. It's kind of the start of the story for a lot of what's gonna happen next. I don't want to give too much away because a lot of it I want to leave to like.
Well, yeah, of course you want to leave surprises.
But that's something people have. I had a friend reach out to me. He was like watching the video like intensely, and they're like, I really love like at the end like Eric gets up and leaves, and I was like, yeah. I go, well, that's like the start of something. Like just get ready.
That's the start of something.
So I guess you're not getting the exclusive.
You're not getting.
You could blame Brandon. That's his fault.
We'll give you the exclusive. Give us like 3 more months.
3 months. Okay. We're gonna come back in 3 months. We're gonna cut the interview right now.
3 months.
5 years.
Yeah.
3 months later.
For a
We
hint.
want to put things off right to the.
I think.
Yeah. Go on, Bill.
I just think that there's like a lot of overarching themes throughout the whole EP, and I think every song, if you listen to them in order, and I know that they'll be coming out in singles, so you can sort of follow along with the story as we go. There is like an end goal to it all, and there's feelings of love and despair and all that stuff written into the album, and it gets deeper and darker and happier and sadder throughout the whole thing. And I think that the overarching theme is what really makes the album gel together and like makes it sound like an album.
I always really enjoy, not that saying that albums that don't have like an overarching like theme or story are bad, not saying that at all, but I've always personally enjoyed things that you can listen to both as like individual tracks and also as a whole. So like I think it provides it's kind of like a choose your own adventure kind of thing. You can pick and see like, well, do I want to listen to just this idea or do I want to see how it fits into a bigger puzzle? I think that's awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of, oh no, go ahead.
I think one thing that's cool about this EP that we all kind of notice and are happy about is we are releasing them all as singles, and they all, like, as far as sonically, they each bring something different, but when it comes to the themes, it's mostly lyrical. So I think that hopefully people will get that best of both worlds type of approach that you were talking about.
Oh, yay! I hope people get that too. I'm like super pumped. I'm like so pumped for new music right now. Is such a great time for new music. Like, and finally, I feel like in my own life, sometimes it's really hard to catch up on everything that comes out because people are doing a grocery list of things. But now that we're all like home, I've been able to catch up on like so many albums and so many singles and EPs that have come out. I feel like I can finally enjoy things, sit down and just play through everything instead of rushing to like absorb content. You know what I mean? So I'm really stoked and I really hope that people are just as excited as I am for y'all stuff to come out. So Used to it. But speaking of like new music that's been coming out, what's been y'all's musical diet like under lockdown? What have y'all been able to catch up on? Who do you feel like is really killing it right now in, whatever scene, not just, alt rock, emo, pop punk, but just everywhere? I know you talked about hip hop a little bit, Eric. But yeah, what are y'all absorbing right now? What are y'all taking in? And who do you feel like is really killing it right now?
I'll go first. 100% Hot Mulligan. They're my favorite.
Hot Mulligan?
Hot Mulligan.
Oh my gosh, I love them so much.
Yeah.
I did an interview with them. I think they were one of my last interviews before all this quarantine stuff went down. It was an experience. They're such nice guys.
They're incredible music, man.
Their album's amazing.
Yeah.
What was your favorite song off of it?
Green Squirrel.
Green Squirrel.
Yeah. That one. I liked Equip Sunglasses
Yeah.
also. That one was really, really good as
I
well.
like all of them. It's amazing.
Yeah.
I think I
out.
listened to just that for like at least 3 weeks. Like
Yeah,
nothing else
sure.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
I've been
I think-
listening to a ton of Dance Gavin Dance. That one just came out.
They just came out with a
Yeah,
new album, right?
yeah.
Last week? Was it last week?
Yeah.
Time is not a concept anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about anybody else other than Hot Mulligan, Dance Gavin Dance? Who else?
You guys got anything?
Listen
I
to,
do.
like a lot of indie music.
Oh,
I love indie. There's this guy. His name's Johnny Utah.
I love Johnny. Oh my
Yeah, his music's amazing. It's so funny too.
He's
It's
so
so good.
funny. Oh my gosh,
He's so
I love
funny.
him. I follow him on Twitter. His last tweet, there was a tweet. It might not be like his last tweet. The last tweet I saw from him, he said, "Lil Wayne denied my feature request." You saw that coming or something like that.
Yeah, that guy writes awesome stuff. I
His
love it. So I've been
songs are
vibing
so
with that.
good. His music videos are also so good. Also,
Oh, they're great.
yeah,
I love that kind of like. He's got that DIY kind of thing,
yeah. It's
especially with the videos. 'Cause they're just funny.
Yeah, I think he directs and produces all of those too. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure like he is the mastermind behind everything. He has people that helps him execute it, of course, but I think everything is 100% organically his, and that's
Yeah.
great.
Sure. What about you, Dal?
I've been listening to a lot of different stuff. But I really love. They'll tell you I love the Wonder Years, so I've been listening to Bursting Gay too a bunch. I've been listening to. I've actually found myself digging out a lot of old music too, just
Yeah?
like comfort music. Just
Yeah.
listening to stuff I haven't listened to in years because I think that's really cool.
Who are some of your? I don't want to say oldies because like
I'll
like
pull out
10
I'll pull out
Uh,
all these. Like I put on Operation Mindcrime by Queensryche the other day and just listened to it all the way through. Like I'll listen to 80s metal all day. Like
Physical CDs.
like an actual CD I pulled out
He's
of
got
my
his
dad's
Walkman.
case. Yeah.
Just
Wow.
going in his kitchen, Walkman.
And over to the stereo,
I
I pulled it
commend
out.
you on still having a CD player.
Yeah.
I have no idea where I can even find one right now.
Yeah.
And I
They're
have
like old
CDs
relics.
on my bookshelf. I don't know how
Yeah.
to play them anymore.
Yeah, they're literally like old relics, you know?
Yeah, I know. It's
You
crazy.
find them in an antique shop.
There you go.
And cassette tapes. Oh, jeez. What about you, Brandon? What have you been listening to?
Oh, that's a good question. I actually last night I texted Jenks. I did a deep dive into Breaking Benjamin, which is like the first time I listened to this album in like 5 years.
Wow.
They did that like Aurora or whatever like
Mhm.
album reimagining thing. That was really, really cool. Which I don't know like what possessed me to go and like listen to the discography, but I did. Hot Mulligan for sure. And then like even a lot of our producer Nick just came out with he has an EP coming out under Casaloma. That's Nick from Man Overboard. He dropped like 2 awesome singles that are like, I don't know, I just love them so much. I know Eric's been jamming to him too. I actually like the first time I heard it, I like went straight to and ordered his vinyl. I was like, yep, that's it. I'm gonna listen to this whole
I'm gonna
thing.
purchase this.
Yeah, it just sounds so. It's to me, it's like very unique and it's very personal in a way. I feel like there's a lot of like meaning behind what he's saying. And it's just beautifully done. Like you just have to check that out. It's
Well,
so
I will
good.
check it out. Send me a link after, man. I'll suss it out and listen.
Yeah.
Speaking of Breaking Benjamin, I've been I don't know why. Speaking of Breaking Benjamin and speaking of oldies, I've been listening to a lot of Flyleaf lately for some reason.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And there's this.
Love Flyleaf.
Speaking of also
Free blowing out her
screaming,
voice.
circling back to that conversation.
Yeah.
Lacey Mosley, she's like 4'11", and she just has such a big voice.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
goals for sure. But there was this video I saw on YouTube of her and the lead singer of Breaking Benjamin singing "Dear Agony" together.
Yeah.
And I like
that's cool.
sat down and I
It's
was
super
like,
good.
I started to
I've seen that
cry.
video.
I was so moved.
Yeah, it was like literally like so beautiful. Like that music video I'm thinking of, just like seeing, because they did a video for it. It was so, like, I haven't seen her perform or do anything in a long
I
time,
know.
obviously. And it was just so well done. And I loved Dear Agony to begin with, and then like to hear that version.
Yeah, the original is amazing too. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those songs for sure where it's like, oh crap, do I like the original or do I like this new version more?
Yeah.
It's impossible to do. I think since I've been a Lacey fan longer, I would have to say the one featuring her. Wait, what? I know. Victoria's looking at me saying, I introduced you.
She's got to get the credit too.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no better feeling.
Yeah, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Thank you, Victoria. Oh, Victoria, I have an off-camera question.
Okay.
Also, how's my camera? Oop, also, we have 10 minutes.
Yeah, a little warm.
Sounds
Nice.
good.
9.
I now have a timer, so there's no pressure.
Ticking down.
It's great. How's the camera? Is it okay? Cool.
Boom.
So yeah, she has an off-camera question. She wanted to ask, whenever I first told her the name of the band, Maguas, she was like the Mogwai from Gremlins?
Everyone says that.
And I was like, no, Victoria. And
Either
she's
one
like,
of two
"Well,"
things.
And she was like, wait, but why is it Maguas then? Do they not are they not supposed to like get wet? Are they not supposed to eat past midnight? If that's what it's based off of, are those the rules they live by? No, Victoria, I'm sure that there's a deeper reason, or maybe not even a deeper reason. It just sounds cool. Like that their name is Maguas.
Yeah. That is a good question. We get that question all the time.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Like,
you do. I'm
Adam
sorry.
Harbaugh from like Last of the Mohicans. He's like one of the bad guys or whatever.
He's the leader of
But-
the Native Americans.
Yeah.
Magua.
Yeah. So
And he's a badass.
He is a badass, yeah.
So there's your answer, Victoria.
Gray hair must
So yeah, it is
die.
from a movie.
we actually so the name itself, like when we first started, we were just like playing covers in my basement, and we were a 7-piece band for like 4 years. That was it.
Huge.
Like,
Oh my
there
Oh,
was,
our
like,
first practice.
3 hours.
9 people showed up,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Who's gonna play what?"
yeah.
I mean, the only reason I'm in the band is because I was the only bass player that showed up. Right? So,
That's not
They were
the
stu-
only
they were
reason.
stuck with me.
Shut
If
up.
another bass player shown up, it would
Shut
have been
up.
a bass off. Like,
Yeah.
let's
We
stay.
have like 4 guitarists.
maybe
Yeah.
the person that was more awkward and quieter would get the position.
But,
So you'd win. No.
Yeah.
There you
The 7, like, so one of the members at that time, Tommy Swift, his family, his dad was like one of like, I don't know, 7, 8 brothers, something like that. They had like a very large family, and his parents called them the Maguas at the time, and he introduced the name that way. And then we kind of just like, even when he was out of the band, we kind of just like took it. So,
I mean,
yeah.
he's still a friend. He's still cool.
Yeah,
with us.
oh,
It's
yeah,
not like we just like stole from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Don't want to get in trouble
Yeah.
with music police.
Yeah.
Goodness. Cool. Awesome. Well, there's your answer, Victoria. I hope that satisfied your curiosity. She just gave me a thumbs up, like.
Awesome.
Oh.
She also says, "I love Last of the Mohicans."
Yeah, it's a
Um,
great movie.
I have not seen that movie, and I'm very sorry.
I don't
Well, you
think
got
we've
plenty of
ever
time
watched
now.
it.
That's actually.
I got plenty
mean,
of time now.
Yeah, you got time.
I have
Quick
so
aside
much
about that with the Last of the Mohicans thing, that's actually like part of our merch design too. Like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
reason
is
why
it
we have a
really?
lantern and a hot air balloon. I mean, the hot air balloon was a little bit after the French and Indian War, but the like lantern stuff, it's like historical pieces almost.
Gotcha.
So,
Is this
I
a
mean, we
plug
write
for
music,
Maguas
not
merch?
history books. So I mean, it's close. It's
Yes,
within
go
the
buy
same
Maguas
era.
merch.
Yeah.
Guys, please go buy merch from the Maguas.
Shameless plug.
Bad plug.
Please.
Okay.
You putting a shirt on your back puts a shirt on my back.
Hey, if people, I need shirts. I like shirts.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure.
They're nice shirts.
Yeah, I have an ever-growing T-shirt collection from like bands, so that's great.
Well, they are
Don't we
extra
all?
soft.
Yeah.
They are extra soft. We paid
Oh,
extra for
God.
that.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of them. Like I know I'm not gonna. I mean, I'm gonna wear
Make them into
duh.
a quilt.
I could.
The quilt.
That's actually pretty cool.
Giant quilt.
That's a cool
Yeah.
idea. I was thinking about maybe like, I don't know, if the day ever came where I did have children. I say with such like fear. I could just like hand them down, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I guess. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe one day. Who knows? If I buy a limited edition quarantine like band shirt, one day, like 30 years from now, 40 years from now, whatever, I can be like, oh, this T-shirt was from the quarantine.
There you go.
No. God.
Maybe. Who knows? All right, guys. So the Zoom, we're about to run out of Zoom time,
Yeah.
unfortunately. I wanted to ask, do y'all have any shout outs that y'all want to give? Do you have any like thing you want to say to fans, to people who supported you throughout your journey as a band together? Any last words that you want to say before we have to hang up or before Zoom kicks us out?
I thought I brought hot ones. This camera, this
Brandon,
camera.
if you
This
wanna-
camera. What's going on? What you doing?
Get half of your shout outs out of the way.
Yeah, Brandon, you could.
Yeah, I'll pull the list up. No, definitely.
I have a
if anybody
7-page
saw-
document.
Yeah. If anybody saw our music video for Glum, huge shout out to Ionic Development from Scranton. They put it all together. I think I'm getting messages. I'm sorry. Shout out to Ionic
Popular, it's
Development. Very thankful for everything they've done. They did our album art, they did our music video. They're doing a crap ton more stuff with us that's gonna be coming out. Very thankful for them. Same thing with Lumberyard Recording and Nick Pizzezzi. They produced this entire EP, and we couldn't be happier with the way it turned out. I think the fans are really gonna enjoy what we're putting out. Of course, thanks to our friends and family. I'm sure the guys have a bunch more people to thank. And I'm thankful for the bandmates and for you for interviewing us.
Yeah, thank you so
No
much
problem.
for having us, Dally.
No problem at all.
Too, but
Shout out
Yeah,
all the playlists
thank
that have been adding our song too.
Yeah.
Shout out to
absolutely.
playlists.
They've been
Yeah.
helping us
all the
out a bunch.
playlisters and
Yeah, everyone that's been doing that. It's been
Shout
great.
out to
Yeah,
Halsey.
it's
Everybody
Say
who's
Halsey.
listening to the music.
Shout out.
Did you
Shout
say
out to
Halsey?
Halsey.
Shout out to Halsey.
Shout out to Halsey. for
Always shout out Halsey.
breathing air.
Always, Halsey, please come on this show, please. We
yeah.
can talk about anime or something. We can talk about anything. Gosh, I love her so much. Anyway, cool. Any more shout outs before we have to hang up?
I would say shout out to our band manager too, Eric. He's the
Oh,
man
yeah.
from Mortis
Oh, yeah.
Bond. He's
Eric.
killing it.
Oh, he's killing. He's
Yeah,
fantastic.
not this Eric, the other Eric.
Yeah, other Eric, the better Eric.
No
we
way.
would
Shout out to all
never
the
shout
Erics.
out Eric Miller. That wouldn't happen.
Yeah. Shout out all the Erics.
All the Erics of the world. You
All the
really
Erics of the
do
world.
so
Thank
much.
you.
You're all
Yes.
beautiful.
Yeah, I think just everything. The response has been incredible. Fans have been, awesome. We've been, growing a lot this past couple of weeks, and we're just so thankful for that. And we hope that people will continue to tune in, continue to listen,
Stay tuned.
and enjoy this moment with us, because it is like a big moment for us. Our first time ever really like putting out such like high quality content, and the response has been great, and we hope that it continues. And
Yeah.
we're glad they're here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming and doing this interview with us. We'll be sure to stay on top of what y'all are doing, and hopefully we can have you back on at some point.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I want to give a shout out to my
Absolutely.
sister. I want to give a shout out to my sister who's been making sure my camera doesn't shut off.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sister.
Nice hearing you. Nice.
Nice hearing you faintly. Yeah, go listen to Glum.
Go listen to Glum, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys.
Yes.
Bye.
Awesome.
See you later.
Thanks so much,
Thank you.
Allie.
How do I end this? How do I do this?
I think he just hits.
You just hit end.
Yeah.
End meeting. There it is. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya. Thank you.